My peoples, the show kicks off in 60 seconds. Get ready for this smoke, y'all. Bam, bam. My peoples, my peoples. Welcome to another episode of Boxing for Breakfast, where you get your healthy dosage of sweet science early in the morning. Sunday morning, by the way. This is a special edition episode going on right now. And y'all know how I say it. If you up, if you breathing, you a lucky man. Thank you, God, for giving us another one. Let me give a shout out to those already tuned in. Toy Mafia in the building. Side, salute my brother. Devin Ford family, what's the deal? Young Guns in the building. Adari Panas, salute family. MS, the letter M. Some guy. My peoples, what's the deal, man? Sunday morning. We talking boxing. This thing is 7 days a week. This week we did it for 7 days. But let's kick this thing off right away with what we witnessed yesterday. Another great night of boxing. Saturday night, we got on the main event, Carlos Adames, El Caballo Bronco versus Austin Ammo Williams. My peoples, did you watch the fight? I try to tell you. I said, listen, Carlos Adames is going to do him in. I know the skills Austin Ammo got. I know what he brings to the table. I know that he's going to make it an interesting fight. And that's exactly what happened. You saw Austin Williams landing some good punches too, getting off, especially early on. That first round, he won honestly, I only saw him winning the first round. The first round. The latter time, it was a right-hand show. My goodness. The lead right hand from Carlos Adames was like a heat-seeking missile. But a dome-seeking missile. Golly. To the body, to the dome piece, to the wing piece. Carlos Adames. Look, man, I keep saying it. Adames is underappreciated. It's almost like people don't notice his skills. Like when he fights, people see it like, golly, this guy can fight. But then they kind of like forget about him. When they talking about the skilled fighters in those divisions, he don't really come up like that. Carlos Adames is a world champion for a reason. Another successful title defense. Some guy had to go to a birthday party. Missed it all. Give a summary. So look, I'm going to give you the quick summary on this fight right here. And those of you who watch, you can fact check me. The first round, Austin Ammo, I felt like he won it. because he was more active. He was landing more punches. Carlos Adames looked like he was looking to get into his own rhythm, looking to find that range. That jab from Austin Ammo was on point. He kept landing it. He got the first round, but that was it. From that point on, you saw Carlos Adames. In round number 2, he dropped Austin Ammo with a nasty double right hand. Yo, he dropped him with it. Yo, you got to go check out the replay. Beautiful. He went like this. Austin Ammo went with a right to the body, right? Adames blocked it and goes, boom, right hand up top. Boom, another right hand on top. 2 right hands to the dome piece, bro. Dropped him. Hurt him. That was in round number 2. And one thing about Williams is that he used his footwork, moved around, and for the rest of the round, he didn't really get hurt like that. He got caught with some good shots. He was firing back, but ultimately he made it through the round, and the fight went the distance, but Carlos Adames was the guy dictating the pace most of the time, landing the better shots, throwing more punches, outworking. You saw Austin Williams start to run out of gas by like the 7th round. He couldn't maintain that pace. So when he was active, he was landing some good shot on Carlos Adames, but you could see his punch output start to decrease ever slightly, slowly. And ultimately, that's it. It was Carlos Adames just walking him down and letting the hands fly upon the... And the thing is, when Austin Ammo used that jab, he was successful with it. He was landing some good jabs on Carlos Adames' face. But ultimately, you see, Carlos Adames is the type of fighter, he's like a tank. You know, he's going forward and he's going to do what he does. And if you catch him with a good shot, he wants to respond immediately. He's not the type of fighter to get hit and go into a shell or go into a defensive mode. You catch him with a good shot, boom, and he's boom, boom, boom. Right away, he's trying to lace you up with some leather. So it was a good fight. I had Carlos Adames pitching a shutout after round number 1. Man, I haven't seen the scorecards, but he dominated. However, Austin Williams showed his skills, showed what he brings to the table. He landed some real good shots on the champ. And I know he's going to get more opportunities. But the better fighter, it's obvious that it was Carlos Adames. Adari, J. Smith, do you think PBC will join the Zone Boxing? They should. I don't know when their deal ends with Amazon Prime, but when it does, they definitely should consider the Zone. The letter M. Ammo was gassing himself out, shaking my head. The thing is, when he started like running out of gas, he would try to do these quick outbursts. Boom, 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 boom. Throw 4, 5, 6 punches in a row. But then it's a wrap. Then after that, you see Carlos Adames walking him down, catching him with some big shots. Him not returning fire. He didn't have the type of endurance to maintain that pace that he tried to set early on. That's the problem. The letter M. Those punching spurts was doing Ammo dirty. He would get gassed after those 30 seconds. Start of the rounds. Yeah, man, he would be gassed out. But if you notice, he started doing those little spurts after like round number 5. So when he started gassing out, I guess he was trying to steal the round in the beginning. It just wasn't working out. Tay, maybe Ammo can get the IBF belt. Maybe, you know, he can fight. Yesterday, he showed us that he can fight and that he's, you know, can fight at a high level. But Carlos Adames was the guy. And that's why I say, I feel like Carlos Adames don't get the respect that he deserves. This guy is a world champion, been defending that strap. And you see the performance. He should have got the W versus Hamza Shiraz, by the way. He should have walked out of that fight with the W. Cool story, they didn't give it to him. But ultimately, my people, give him his respect. And by the way, right now, Carlos Adames is the only world champion from the Dominican Republic. But we got a few more on the way. Don't worry about it. We got a few young guns coming up right now. Yeah, they're going to be holding straps. And then, my peoples, after, I don't know if you've seen it, I was calling this fight live. After this fight, we got another one, fellas. We got another one. After this fight, we had the opportunity for this banger. The letter M, does Shiraz win now decisively versus Carlos Adames? No. Carlos Adames still beats him. The Hydro Grind, good morning, my people. Salute, family. Lester Martinez versus Emmanuel Alim. Lester Martinez also went the distance versus a tough opponent. Alim is a tough. You hit him with everything but the kitchen sink, and he's not going down. And Lester Martinez had a dig deep, go 12. Now I'm gonna say this. I think I saw yesterday the kink in Lester Martinez armor. And I'm gonna tell you what I think that is. You had the opportunity to see this fight. At the end, for those championship rounds, you could see that he was out of gas. You could see that. At times, he even threw some punches like a little bit sloppy. Because that's the one thing. When you run out of gas, your mechanics go out the window. And that's when you start making mistakes too because of it. So, they got to work on that. They got to work on that. He's got to get in shape to a point where he can go 12 rounds, letting the hands fly. Now, he had a tough opponent in front of him. That's the thing. Alim, my peoples, is a tough guy. Lester Martinez hit him with everything but the kitchen sink. And bro just kept coming forward, fighting, letting the hands fly. The Hydro Grind, facts. I saw him tired, slow, and sloppy. Yeah, man. Those championship rounds, he didn't look good. Now, obviously, he already had the fight in the bag. He was the more skilled fighter in there. But you don't look so good. Once your tank, your gas tank is empty, that's it. You be looking goofy as hell out there. Pass the track. I haven't been keeping up with anything. Is Ryan Shakur fight in the making? So it looks like we're not going to get Ryan versus Shakur because apparently they're not able to agree on the weight. Remember, Shakur said, if we're going to do it at 147, then we need a rehydration clause. And Ryan Garcia has said, I'll go down to 140 and take it from you, but I guess he thought about that, was like, hell no. And he offered the 144. He was like, yo, let's do it at 144. But then it seems like he's walking that back too. Tay, Pacheco, WBO, Iglesia, IBF, Resendez, WBA, and then Billy, WBC. Isn't the WBC vacant right now? Or was Billy celebrated to that? And Billy was elevated to the main WBC joint? But I got to tell you, man, right now, Lester Martinez, skills-wise, he's there. But he got to work on that conditioning. You can't be running out of gas like that. Can't do it. Pasta track. Ryan is walking it back. Ryan doesn't want the smoke. I mean, he's willing to fight Shakur, but he's saying it has to be at 147. Has to be in the welterweight division. No rehydration clause. And Shakur's like, nah, that's okay. I can't give you that much of an advantage. The Hydro Grind and Bailey was interim and elevated. Okay. So if he was elevated, then I guess he's going to be fighting Canelo Alvarez. He's going to be fighting Canelo Alvarez. Marie, Jay Smith, did you see Berlanga Where he said he keeps accusing Shiraz for cheating. From my perspective, he embarrassing himself. Do you believe him? Look, man. Edgar Berlanga he's a sore loser. You know, like he looked real bad trying to talk about the hand wraps and trying to say that they cheated him. Like, bro, you got your ass whooped. You got your ass beat up. You know, Hamza Shiraz beat him. Yo, Hamza Shiraz done turn Edgar Berlanga into a rapper. This nigga wanna rap now. He gonna be on some other shit. I think he already jumped off his own bandwagon. Already looking for something else because this boxing shit ain't gonna be it. The Hydro Grind. Yes, and Billy versus Canelo for the Canelo belt in September. See, that's what I'm talking about. Pasta track. Well, Ryan should do the claws then. I mean, he looked good at 143. Another 4 pounds of muscle. Now, that's the thing. Since Ryan Garcia is the welterweight champion, he's like, it's going to be at 147 and no rehydration clause. And Shakur's like, nah, bro. Pasta track, rap is dead. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be a rapper or if he's going to do dembow, like the Puerto Rican shit, or trap. I don't know what he's going to do, man. Yeah, I think Edgar Berlanga already got a song out and everything. That's it. Hamza Shiraz done beat him into music. Damn, bro. My boy went from the king of New York, from the king of getting his ass whooped. Marie, yeah, that's true. And by the way, Berlanga had his team watching Shiraz hand rap. That's what everybody does and keep accusing Shiraz. And some people even believe it and spreading it more is crazy. And that's the one thing, Marie, I'm glad you bring that up. Because that's just true stories. When they fight, there's somebody from the other corner right there watching the hands being wrapped, looking at it, and saying, yeah, that's good. So you can't. Like, Edgar Berlanga looked like a goofball trying to talk about Shiraz cheating. Like, they beat the shit out of you so bad you think they cheated. Nah, just beat the shit out of you. Man, you look like a goofball out there. That's the thing. Edgar Berlanga, he's not able to accept defeat like that. Not able to just accept that they beat the shit out of him. Beat him up. Just keep it real, my peoples. Beat him up. That's just the reality. But look at Edgar Berlanga's 2 times at the highest level. Where Canelo Alvarez got made to look like a bus driver from New York City. What happened in that fight? There was never a moment where it even looked like Edgar Berlanga was trying to take it away from Canelo Alvarez. He was just out there to survive and get kudos for going the distance with Canelo. Goofball. And then Hamza Shiraz... beat him up. The Hydro Grind, Adames versus Johnny Beck. After Johnny Beck's suspension for 3 titles. What you think? I mean, I don't know, man. Because Johnny Beck, after him popping dirty, to me, it's like, I don't even care about him a lot right now. I don't even want to hear it. If it's up to me, Johnny Beck will retire, vacate all them titles. Skipper Kalepa, where you talk hella shit gone wrong. Side. That's why his nickname is Berlanga, the Hydro Grind. By the way, why did Johnny Beck get stripped from the IBF and WBO? I don't know. That's what I would expect. You pop dirty, you get stripped. But there's been multiple. We've seen that a bunch of times with a champion. Look at Oscar Valdez when he popped dirty. Kept his title. Marie, and put a parade after Canelo lost. Oh, he was celebrating after getting his ass whooped. Look, I'm going to tell you how I knew that Edgar Berlanga's career was going to play out like this. I remember years ago when I started seeing him like going with that King of New York stuff and iced out and with an entourage and moving like a big name celebrity. And I'm like, God damn, B, this dude, he ain't beat nobody. He ain't done nothing. And he moving like that. And that's it. That's when I said, nah, this nigga's a hype job. He a hype job. That's it. He gonna get cooked. When he move up to the high levels, he gonna get cooked. He gonna be one of those guys who beat the average Joes. He's gonna beat them. But whenever he step up, get his ass whooped. That's Edgar Berlanga. That's the type of fighter he is. And I realized it back then. Why? Because this guy's talking about that they got money. Bro ain't even making millions of dollars like that per fight. He talking about they got money. He already moving like he's the big dog, calling himself like the King of New York when he ain't done shit. So I'm going to tell you what you guys don't remember. What you don't remember about Edgar Berlanga, I'm going to tell you right now. Before getting the Canelo Alvarez fight, before getting that opportunity, yo, he went life and death with some average Joe, with a nobody. And before that fight, he went. So Edgar Berlanga started his career knocking everybody out, right? When they was giving him the pizza delivery driver, the bus driver, the McDonald's burger flipper, the Taco Bell burrito roller, he was knocking all of them out. The nurse went to sleep, melatonin. But then they gave him a couple of dudes who was, you know, a little bit better, and they took him life and death. Like there was a fight that looked like he lost that fight. They took him the distance, and they looked like he lost that fight. And then after that, he got the Canelo fight. So when you look at the Berlanga resume, how is he the King of New York? Well, I was looking at him like, the King of New York? God damn, bro. You really lower that bar to become the King of New York. You got Teofimo Lopez, a world champion. You got Richardson Hitchens, world champion. But you the King of New York? I don't understand it, bro. Side, he got dropped by that dude and was beating his chest on the ground like a goofy, like a goofball, bro. Side, Angulo beat him. He had to bite dude's ear. The letter M, the mechanic, the Subway sandwich artist, the corner store clerk, the laundry bag getter, the fried rice stirrer. Oh, he knocked all of them out. They all went to sleep. But then, you know, they gave him a yellow taxi cab driver, and he had him life and death. Life and death. Pass a track. There's like 300 self-professional kings in New York. It's like, I don't understand it. But Edgar Berlanga, I felt like, okay, this guy, he's not thinking right. He doesn't have what it takes mentally to get to the highest levels. He don't have that type of discipline. The letter M, those NYC taxi drivers are tough. Yo, you get beat up by one of those, mess around. MS, the silverware roller. Psh, come on, man. Tay, he wasn't that good. When I seen Lubin, a guy from 2 divisions down beating on him. I'm trying to tell you, Edgar Berlanga is a guy who can fight, but he's not that guy. And here's the thing, you could see that he has such an ego, the way he talks. Remember how he was telling Hamza Sheeran, I'm gonna break your face, I'm gonna beat you up. Oh, I'm gonna break your face. He was telling Shiraz, oh, it's over for you. And then Shiraz does that to him. Like, when you have that type of ego and you talk like that, and you get made to look like a goofball, You don't even know what to say. You don't even know how to act. You become a rapper. Beat the shit out of him and made him a rapper, bro. Come on, man. Pasta trap. We need a cabbie to become champion. Adari Panan, Jay Smith, Terra Moana versus Dave Allen next will be a good test for him. Ooh, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. MS, the roof shingle stapler, he got knocked out. Those are the ones that Berlanga likes, right there. Right there. Don't get it twisted. The fireman, the police officer. Remember Roy Jones Jr. knocked out a police officer one time? Y'all didn't remember that, right? Side, isn't he fighting Eubank Jr. corpse next? He's trying to. That's what he want to do. Berlanga crazy, bro. Like Chris Eubank Jr. just is coming off of being pummeled. Stop Connor ban. And that's why Edgar Berlanga want to fight. Edgar Berlanga's a goofball. How you want to fight somebody who just got knocked out? You remind me of Virgil Ortiz. My dream fight would be to fight Errol Spence. Get the fuck out of here. Goofball shit. Braskarov. Anything Terra Squad. It's a negative Ghost Rider. Say Terra Moana versus Jolo rematch. I mean, I still got Terra Moana. I got Terra Moana winning that fight. I'm telling you, look, when it comes to Terra Moana, Moses Itauma, Caballero, Richard Torres Jr., but he's going to be the one to get lumped up first. Yo, them dudes right there, they for real, man. They for real. Posse track. When you take a beating getting knocked out, you shouldn't fight for at least a year. I mean, you get look, if you take a beating, right? Damn, yo, we shouldn't even be laughing at that. But, you know, if you do take a beating, we're talking about usually at least a 6-month suspension. At least. Side, Itama will punish him. The Hydra grind. Last night, Berlanga said he won Lester. Man, I don't know what Berlanga won. He want to rap. Or he want to do trap. Or I don't know what music he want to do. But that's it. I already know he's not that guy. He could maybe become a good gatekeeper or something like that. Tay, Jolo knocked out Richard Torres cold in the Olympics. Then Torres beat him in the Olympics. Look, I'm telling you, Richard Torres Jr., he can fight. He got a lot of power. But when he does these looping punches that he does like this with the left, right, he's going to find somebody that's going to time him that bing, down the pipe. And he's going to go to sleep again in the pros. You know, I like him. But, I think that they got to make adjustments. The Hydra grind. He a goofball. For a moment, I thought he might have something, though. Not going to lie. But the mask fell off, and we saw his true face. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Edgar Berlanga's a goofball. The thing is, he's a good fighter. You know, he's a good fighter. But he's a hype job. He's definitely a hype job. Had us thinking he was going to be a world champion and he was going to be one of the best. Man, get the hell out of here. Goofball. Pasta track. Tyson's biggest problem early on was looping punches. Yeah, but he got away with it. That's the thing. Mike Tyson, you know why he got away with it? Because remember, even though they was looping punches, but they was close and compact, and he had that bob and weave. Pam, pam. Pam, pam. So he wasn't just standing there. That's the thing. Richard Torres standing in front of you. Going like this. Mike was on some pam, 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 pam. Pam, pam. Pam, pam, pam. Like, it's different. Different. Tay, he hit Torres with the one dose. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Richard Torres, when he does that, He's open for those punches that go right down the middle. If you somebody that throws a lot of looping punches from both sides, you catch somebody that goes down the middle on you, you're going to have problems. There's going to be some technical difficulties when that shot lands right down the pipe. The letter M, Mike Tyson was swaying with looping punches. Shit was tough to navigate. Mike Tyson was deadly with it. Deadly. And that leaping left hook, how many people he knocked out with that joint? Boom! A lot of people went to sleep off of that shot. My peoples, Devin Haney versus Rolly Romero. We still waiting for this fight to be announced officially. It hasn't been announced. It has not been announced, my peoples. Pasa track, the leaping left hook was gorgeous. Devastating. Devastating blow from Mike Tyson. Where he went forward with that left. Bang! And look, man, most people haven't seen Mike Tyson in his prime. Most people, and I'm talking about newer fans, never really took the time to go see Mike Tyson, to go check out Mike Tyson videos. They kind of just look at the latest stuff. Don't realize how special Mike actually was. The letter M, Haney said, still working on a final contract. I want this to be officially announced already, man. Because you guys know we're boxing until both of those contracts are signed. You don't know that the fight is going to get made. We just don't know. So I'm hoping that they're going to announce this fight soon. We're going to be making predictions. I haven't made a prediction yet, although there are folks who already said Devin Haney's going to make it look easy. There's the people that said, nah, Rollies is going to knock him out. Side, I got Haney by unanimous decision. Tay, I wonder which card Eddie putting Giasov on next, considering he was supposed to be on that David Benavidez undercard. I mean, I'm assuming they're going to put him on a big card. It's not just going to be some little regular joint. Pasa track, Rollies. Ooh, you got Rollies beating Devin Haney by decision. He beating him on the scorecards. The letter M, I got Rolly by a surprise chin check. Ooh. That's one thing. Rolly's got power. Don't get it twisted. Ooh, Pasa track, Rolly's by KO. Devastating blow by Rolando. Whoa. Look, man, this is going to be a good fight. I don't see nobody getting washed. Nobody getting cooked. But hide your grind. If it's Rolly, it's by KO. Ooh. Is it a brutal knockout or the referee step in? What are you talking about over here? Because that's a TKO. If the referee step in, that's a TKO, my people. Whoa, the super chat vibes. Begeling Hernandez. Te quiero, mi amor. Mwah. Yes, sir. My boo showing love. Tay, I think I got Dev by KO. Ooh, you got Devin landed a devastating blows on Rollies. Whoa, Pasa track. Devin doesn't mind crawling around the canvas. So, the letter M. Rolly only wins by KO. Haney would outbox him otherwise. Tay, they've got the fast 1-2. Rolly might not see it coming. Look, man, I'm telling you, this is going to be a competitive fight. They're going to go back and forth. Nobody getting smoked. The Hydro Grind TKO. Because Devin already proved he won't quit. Yeah, my guy, but you got to remember, when you go to sleep, you don't got to quit. Ain't no quitting when you sleep. Sad. Only one of these dudes ever been KO'd. Oh, you got a good point. You got a good point. Only one person right here knows what it is to go to sleep. That's it. The other person has never taken a nap. Pasa track. I think it's going to be a good fight, Both of them have a lot to prove. Track, technically. Big Billow Mob. Them going to do Rolly how Rolly done Ryan. Ooh, put all type of hands on Rollies like that. Look, you guys got to remember, in the welterweight division, it's Debo Dev. Debo Dev, my peoples. Rollies is not fighting with dehydrated Dev, with skin and bones Devin Haney. The letter M, ain't no quitting when you sleep. Put that on a shirt. Yo, that's a good idea, man. Sure, I should. Ain't no quitting when you sleep. You're just napping, bro. Side. Thriller Haney. Damn, it was Thriller Haney. I remember that. Ooh. This mofo said Thriller Haney. But that's it. He's in the welterweight division. It's not going to be Thriller Haney. Okay? It's going to be Debo Dev. But I'll tell you, and I told you guys this before, Rolly Romero is the best version of himself right now. Right now. You saw him against Ryan Garcia. It's going to be a good one. Track. I owe Debbie. Big Billow Mob. People who think this fight is going to be close just have the same energy after the fight, giving Dev his credit. You think Devin is going to cook him? I don't think so, bro. I don't think Devin is just going to cook him. Devin is the more skilled fighter. That's for sure. But I think people are underestimating Rollies. And let me just say this right now. Devin is definitely going to be the favorite. They agree to fight and the fight's going to happen. Devin is going to be the favorite. He's supposed to be the favorite. But I'm saying Rollies is not just going to get cooked. The letter M. Rolly's so unorthodox. He got a real chance, 100%. But that's what I'm saying. Rollies, he's not going to get washed. He's going to land some good shots. He's going to do some things as well. He might even put Devin through some adversity. You never know. Might catch him with a big shot and hurt him, and you see Devin have to come back from that. Track. Rolly going to at least bust him up a bit. And look, he's going into that fight feeling confident in himself. Rollies. You know why? And this was told to me by Greg Hackett. Rollies put hands on all of them in sparring. Devin, Ryan, Tank. He put hands on all of them in sparring. So he went into the ring with Ryan Garcia feeling confident. Like, I'm going to beat this guy up because of what he done to him in sparring. He's put hands on Devin too in sparring. So he's going in there feeling like he can win this fight. Big Billow Mob, I respect yours and every opinion, but I'm just saying give bro his just due after making Rolly look amateur. Is that Big Billow Mob? You telling me to give him his due? I've always done that with Devin Haney. You saying that to the wrong person, my G. I always give Devin Haney his credit for everything that he's accomplished. I always give him his flowers. So I don't know why. I don't even know why would you even tell me that. Like, give him his just due. All you have to do is go back and look at any video that I ever do about Devin Haney, and I give him his credit. So me saying, and I want you to make this separation, Big Billow Mob. Me saying that Rollies is gonna give him a good fight, that doesn't diminish Devin Haney in any way, my brother. That uplifts Rolly. That just shows my confidence in Rollies to perform better than a lot of people think. But that doesn't diminish Devin Haney, my guy. I'm not diminishing or discrediting anything that he's ever done. Pass the track. Rolly got that twisted confidence. The Hydro Grind WBA said last month that Rolly will get stripped if he doesn't sign the Guiaso fight before the end of the month. What if Haney is waiting for that to pull out, saying he don't have a belt no more? I don't know. I think they trying to agree. I think they trying to agree to fight each other. You know, Devin Haney actually spoke about that. Like, damn, I guess that deadline is approaching. You thirsty. But I think they just working on contract details. You know, Devin Haney's a big star, so there's a lot of details that get worked on in that contract. And obviously, he's the A-side. He's the A-side in this fight. So they're working on those details, but I believe that this fight is going to get done. And there's going to be a unification. Henry Nelson ducked Devin. Now, this fight is going to happen. There's no duck going on, bro. I see this fight happening. The Hydro Grind, Haney tactics. Big Billo, Mom, Jay Smith. I'm talking to everybody, not just you. I know you're a true boxing head. Salute, family, no doubt. Pass the track. Rolly gonna come out hot, punching, making loud noises. Little funny noises he be making. He might catch him in the first 5 rounds. The letter M. If anything, Jay Smith supports Debo Dev. Smith got Dev. I know you do. I haven't made a prediction, but I can tell you right now, I'm leaning towards Dev, but I haven't made an official prediction just yet. Pass the track. No, I think Jay knows that Rolly likes to fight. Nothing to do. Romero is trash. He's a world champion. Let that sizzle in your spirit. A reigning world champion. If you think that a reigning world champion is trash, that just means you don't know shit about boxing. Subscribe to Box Center. We're going to teach you. You're going to learn from us. Hit the like button. My people, no ghost watching in 2026. Harry Nelson, salute family. Nothing to do. Rolly going to be rolling on the floor. God damn. Side. Crayon Romero. Big Billo Mob. At the Rolly noises. I don't know why he be doing all that, man. Probably wasting mad calories with that shit. Henry Nelson. Rolly beat Devin. Ooh. Pasta track. Romero is not trash. Of course he not. Nothing to do. More like chump. Nothing to do. I'm a professional. The Hydro Grind. 2-time world champ. Nothing to do. You're going to teach me? Sad. Eating crayon gives you that Neanderthal strength. The letter M. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Rolly his Haney in the snack box. Nothing to do. I'm 539-0. Charlie Zenilov gotta holler at you. Sad. Rolly got that. The Hydro Grind, nothing to do. What's your box rank? Goofball. Look at the box rank right there. He fought 39-0. Pasta track. Rolly was doing excellent against Tank before the KO. Whoa. Nothing to do. I'm 5'4", 128. Listen, let me tell you this. Rolly was landing some good shots on Tank Davis. Before he got slept, he was doing good. He was doing good. But ultimately, he went to sleep. Face first. That's the worst way to go to sleep. Face first. If you ask me. But remember that I told you this, fellas. This fight is going to be competitive. This fight is going to be a good one. Don't let nobody tell you that anybody getting washed. Ain't nobody getting washed. It's going to be a good one. Fellas, here's what I want to mention to you today real quick, because we're going to talk about it next week as well. My peoples. Hold on. 24-hour timeout earned. Some people need attention. We gave them the attention they wanted. 24 hours timeout. Come back tomorrow with no goofiness. My people's Bob Arum now on the zone. And I told you guys, this is going to mean that we'll see fights between Matchroom and Top Rank. The Hydro Grind 24, 24, 24. Bam, 24, 24, 24. Bam. Pass the track. Rolly will not get caught like that again. That was Regular's move against Tank. And went to sleep for it. My people, so Bob Arum now signs a 5-year deal with the Zone. The same day that this deal was announced, I said they're gonna be doing fights with Matchroom. And now we're hearing that they're in talks to make Jerome Boots Ennis versus Xander Sayas. Whoa. Come on, my peoples. Now, I wouldn't expect that fight to happen. I would not be expecting it. I think that they would take more time to put Xander Sayas in there with Boots. But they acting like they're ready for that smoke right now. They acting like they're ready for it. Big Bello Mob. A few people done excellent versus Tank before being KO'd. Yes. But I would say a big part of that is because Tank already has he's already known for being a slow starter. Notorious slow starter. And fighters have tried to capitalize off of that, and some have done it successfully. Because obviously, you know, he's really taking his time when it comes to studying you, seeing what you do, getting your timing, your range, and all of that. And he loses rounds early on. Frank the Ghost Martin did real good early. Leo Santa Cruz was putting hands on Tank before going to sleep brutally. Side, Lamar Roche did great. Oh, not Lamar Roche beat him up. Beat him up. Y'all know Lamar Roche beat Tank Davis. Stop playing. They let him. Size going that Canelo versus Mayweather route, where it's too early to fight Boots, but he wants it now. And you know what I heard yesterday from the Zone broadcast team? That Xander Sayas is the one pushing to make that fight with Boots. He's pushing for that fight. Now, I've been telling people that he's about that smoke. You could go back and see. I've been saying it, my people. Xander Sayas is about that smoke. He's a throwback fighter. He's trying to fight everybody and anybody. He truly believed that he could beat everybody. He's that guy. And it's a big deal that he's a unified champion at 154 at only 23 years old. And look, he's the one trying to push for that fight with Boots. Big Bello Mob, Jay Smith. I love our era of boxing where a lost built character. And long as it was a good fight, you actually gain more fans. That's facts. That's facts. But I gotta tell you this, and I've said it before. I give shit to American fans because in the US, it's like a fighter lose and they get thrown under the bus early. He ain't the same. He washed. He this. He got exposed. All of that stuff. And I feel like UK fans are more supportive of their fighters. You see a UK fighter with 4, 5, 6 losses, and they still cheer for them like crazy. They still got a fan base. Look at Arrow. As soon as he got pummeled by Crawford, what people did? Threw him under the bus. He ain't the same after the accident. He washed. He done. He cooked. God damn. That's crazy. That's it. It's almost like he don't even got fans no more. The people that was rooting for the big fish decided that he done. That's it. So people just have to change that frame of mind that if a fighter lost, he got exposed. Fighters lose. That's boxing. Wes does it. Peace, Box Center fam. Peace, Jay Smith. Good stuff last night on the commentary. Salute, my brother. Appreciate it. Man, we got two good main events. Carlos Adames, though, showed what he made of. You know, I said it before. I feel like he's very much underappreciated. It's like every time Carlos Adames fights, you know, people start buzzing about him and about what he's able to do in the ring. But then when those conversations take place about the best fighters in boxing, his name doesn't come up. And he's a reigning world champion who's, I think this is third title defense already. Big Bill O'Malley. Cameron was 42-0 when he fought Floyd. Too early? No, but that refers to age. That refers to age because, you know, you could be 42-0, but how many tomato cans within that 42-0? So I think it's more about his age. He was 23 years old. At 23 years old, he fought the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. That doesn't happen often. So I get that point of view. I still say, yo, Floyd beat him. That's all there is to it. But at 23-0, he definitely wasn't in his prime. He definitely wasn't the best version of Canelo Alvarez. Wes does it. He got it in last night. Listen, man. Last night, Carlos Adames showed out. You know, Austin Williams is a tough opponent. He's a tough fighter. He only had one loss. That was to Hamza Shiraz. That's it. This guy can fight. And I said it yesterday. I said it yesterday morning. I said it the day before. I said it throughout this week. Austin Ammo can fight. And for that reason, it's going to be an interesting fight. Somebody asked me yesterday, Jay, you predict a knockout? You predict a knockout? And I was like, nah, man. I say this thing goes the distance. It could happen. But I say it's going to go the distance because Austin Ammo can take a shot. He can take a shot and he can dish it out. Big Bill O'Malley, Adames is the truth. His boxing IQ is elite. I'm telling you, he's underappreciated. People don't understand how good he actually is. You see how often he make a miss from close range? Bang! Counters with that right hand. Deadly, sharp, accurate as hell. And then he did exactly what you're supposed to do. Austin Ammo is a southpaw. That lead right hand was like a heat-seeking missile, but a dome-seeking missile. The letter M, Adames versus Lara. What do you think, Jay? I got Adames winning that fight. Honestly, at 160, I got Adames as the top dog. He's the guy. Wes does it. That early knockdown was nice. What's a nice shot? Double shot, man. And you don't see a lot of fighters doing that. You know, the right hand and then the other right hand, both of them to the dome piece. That's how he dropped them. Two right hands back to back. Bang, bang. Big Bill O'Malley. If Adames can take your best shot, you're cooked. AKA easy work. And that's the thing, man. That Carlos Adames is one of those guys who has that, I say that DNA, that robot DNA. You know, there's fighters out there, man, who you're going to give them your best shot. They're going to keep coming forward. They're going to keep throwing the kitchen sink at you. Because here's the deal. And you see it a lot in boxing where a guy's fighting nice. He gets hit with a big shot. And then the punch output goes like that. That's it. He goes from throwing 50, 60 punches per round to throwing 10 once he get hit with a hard shot. Now he's being overly cautious. But then there's fighters out there who they ain't throwing hands at you. And when you hit them with a big shot, that's when they really let the hands fly. That makes them throw more. And Carlos Adames is one of those fighters. When you hit him, he want to return fire right away. He's not going to shy away. He's not going to show up, go into the footwork. Nah. And then he'll make you miss from close range, catch you in between shots. The counter punches from Carlos Adames, deadly venom. Pass a track. That's a better way to fight. And that's the thing, a fighter like Carlos Adames is going to overwhelm you. That's what happened to Austin Atmo yesterday. He overwhelmed him. Why? Because no matter what Austin Atmo was doing, Carlos Adames was in his face, making him miss and catching him with big shots. Boom, 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 hard shots. 1-2, 1-2. Jab to the body, hard right hands to the body consistently. At one point, he folded him. Big Bello, Adames versus Johnny Beck and Lara are the two fights I want to see. I mean, but you know that Johnny Beck is suspended right now for popping dirty. But we ain't going to see that. We could get it with Lara. That could happen. Let's see. Let's see. Johnny Beck, he's out for now. But I got to tell you, my peoples, Jerome Boots Ennis versus Xander Sayas, that fight could potentially happen this year. That would be crazy. Big Bello, I think it's a year. I'm not sure, to be honest, but I think it's a year. Either 6 months or a year. I know it's his first time getting popped, so it's one of those two. But again, man, Xander Sayas versus Jerome Boots Ennis, that fight could potentially happen this year. That would be insane. Is Xander Sayas really ready for that smoke? We're going to find out. It looks like he wants it. It looks like he wants that action. And the winner of that fight, their stock is going to skyrocket. If Boots beats Xander Sayas to become unified champion at 154, stocks skyrocket. And if Xander Sayas pull off the upset and beat Jerome Boots Ennis, his stock is going to explode. Let's see. Let's see how it plays out. My peoples, I'm about to end this episode of Boxing for Breakfast. This was a Sunday edition. I see there was some ghost watching. Some people went up in here. They didn't even hit the like button. The sneak hitting. But it's all good, my peoples. Y'all already know. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow for Monday morning's episode of Boxing for Breakfast. We're going to talk about these fights. Come on now. We got to give Carlos Adames his flowers. We got to give Lester Martinez his flowers. Won 12 rounds. It was a dogfight, but he walked out of there with the dub. So there you have it, my people. So we got some good action this weekend. Termoana got a knockout. Little first round knockout. We got some good fights coming up. So we got lots to talk about in tomorrow's episode of Boxing for Breakfast. Salute to everybody who tuned in this Sunday morning to talk boxing. My peoples, y'all already know what it is, man. This is Boxing for Breakfast. I'm Jay Smith. I'm about to get the hell out of here. I'm going to see you tomorrow, fellas. Bam. Peace out, y'all.